barely alive.
I have two cats very alive behind me.
Welcome to another Random Musings. And let's start by asking Judd, how was Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good. The whole family, we didn't get together. We usually will rent out the American Legion Hall so we can get everybody together, and we were not able to get it this year. So it was me and my parents for lunch, and then a whole bunch of other folks started visiting after. So we ended up accruing most of the family over the course of the day. So
Oh, it's the all day.
well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, there's no breakfast traditions that are set
Hmm.
down, but yeah, you usually eat like the turkey and stuffing lunch, and then it's leftovers until Christmas almost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you almost always make way too much food.
Hmm. And family drama?
It depends on the family. My family doesn't. We don't have a whole lot of outliers in terms of.
Okay.
We're all raised right. So we all kind of nod at each other, and then if we don't get along, we just sort of poke fun at each other mildly, and that's about it.
Okay.
we
I'm
talk
going,
we talk
I'm
about
going to
cars
ask
more
if
than
you are
politics.
the racist uncle. Who is the racist
Oh,
uncle?
You need to ask that, yes.
I thought I was going to be the weird uncle, but we sort of take turns. Both of my brothers have little weird things that they are up to as well. So I'm the fun uncle,
Oh,
clearly,
okay.
clearly. And so that was one of the things I wanted to talk about this week is when my nephew, my oldest nephew, is like, "Hey, I've been watching some of the stuff you've been doing online, and he and his wife and some of his friends they want to get into D&D. They want to get
Hmm.
into role playing, but I think they call it D&D just by
Yeah.
reflex. And so they've been watching some of the streaming channel, some of the pro streamers, and they're like, he's hitting me up for tips about game mastering, but I
Hmm.
think maybe he might be trying to see if I would run a game for him. So I don't
D-
know if I want to offer that and then him be like, "No, old man, no one cares about your ways." Then I'd be embarrassed. But he's
but
probably watching this, so
Well, let him. If he says no, he's missing the one of the best game masters alive. So
exactly. That's what I've heard from.
so
From
for so for him, role play is D&D, right?
yeah, I think most people that aren't in the hobby, that's what they think of. It's kind of like Kleenex is
Hmm.
every tissue over
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
and the people at Jonestown actually drank Flavor Aid, but everyone, and the Kool-Aid people really want you to know that because
Okay.
they hate that everyone thinks they drink Kool-Aid.
Well, you could run Red with being D&D. So
Yeah, I thought about that, and I've been tinkering with two ideas for Red. One is I want to figure out a way to do like Vancian style magic. Not exactly. I mean, I don't think most people don't like Vancian magic, but they do like the whole my wizard cast magic missile, right? So
yeah.
I'm trying to come up with some spells and rituals where you rack, magic missile charges into your wand or things like that. So, and then the other thing is I've been looking at these OSR superhero games,
Hmm.
trying to figure out the best way to have like big weird powers that don't break the game, but use red for all the other stuff like the skills and the perks and such. So, and I know Wretched had the street level supers, but I want to go a little upscale because I want to do a multi-dimension travel
Those
game.
powers wouldn't work for that. They are those vigilantes are not really superheroes.
Yeah, it's kind of pulp hero-y, yeah.
They are heroes, but not supers.
Or you can
Mystery Men.
or you can do powers with drawbacks. Each time they use a power, there is some kind of drawback.
Yeah, that's my thinking is to kind of bundle what it is and also have a skill related to it,
Hmm.
to power use skill of some sort. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what I'm I had come up this week for gaming. I do have a question. Does anyone know what the deal with Labyrinth Lord coming out with a new edition is? I think Pundit made a video where he was like, "Oh, it's changed itself somehow, and everyone's losing their mind." But not being on X, I don't know if that's what they're losing their mind.
I do not know what the difference it would be. Honestly, I have not paid any attention. I have both Labyrinth Lord and Advanced Labyrinth Lord and Mutant Future. So I kind of have the classic ones, but I have no idea what would have changed.
I don't know that I have Advanced, but I do have Mutant Future. I kind of like, that Gamma World was a game that was taken from us too early, and then when it came back as a skin suit, and that was good for no one.
In that case, you also have I don't know if you know the Mutant Hero Zero.
There is, yeah. I've not played any of the Mutant games. Now I hear there are some people that we know that really love the Mutant and the.
Because
what's the further down the line version of it? It's Mutant Chronicles, right? Is the same universe?
No.
No.
Oh,
Mutant
it's
Hero
not.
Zero. No,
There-
Mutant Hero Zero is from Pre-League.
Kind of, but the original,
The original.
there was a Swedish game called Mutant, but it wasn't never translated to English as far as I know. So Mutant Year Zero has something in common with that, but probably not that much.
But
So the
Mutant
closest
Chronicles
thing to the closest thing to Gamma World I had played in recent years, because Gamma World was actually one of my first early box sets, and it's also one of them that I managed to let go, much to my regret. But when I was into DCC RPG, they had Mutant Crawl Classics, and I still have several materials regarding that. That was a lot of fun. Now its relationship is the same relationship that Gamma World had to Moldvay Basic is probably the same relationship that Mutant Crawl Classics has to DCC RPG, except that MCC, what they did instead of having the wild magic tables, they had wild mutant power tables. So you could basically treat your mutant powers like spells.
Okay.
Is that Ryan? Is Nerd Cognito? Is that Ryan? Or it's one of the gang? Yeah, I agree. Not being on X has saved my sanity,
Not
bro.
bad.
And my
Never mind.
dignity. And my
You're not,
dignity.
you're not 10 anymore, so you should be there.
My symbol this week is to show that inside you there are two wolves, and one of the wolves is a homeless
He's not a
man.
wolf.
So I'm trying to figure out what if they do want me to run something, and I gave him some advice, right? I gave him the good starter advice you give new GMs, like sweat the small stuff. If you do anything, even the slightest mistake, everyone will hate you, and you should just leave town. Just calm him down.
Did you advise him on the X cards and safety thingies?
Yeah.
No, I did not go over any of that.
Okay.
I figure, if he's going to scare his friend group, why are they his friend group, right? Like, why are you at a table with anyone who can't hear what you're going to say next, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to run a first level. There's just no way to offend anyone with a first level game, right? Like a skeleton
You
comes
wouldn't
out.
think
What
so.
kind of skeleton? Like I don't know, like a skeleton.
Is it a trans woman skeleton? It better be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. A
How
vegan
did
It better be a
No.
trans woman skeleton, or you're not sufficiently representative.
I mean, I think we're all the same beneath the meat. except for men and women. Obviously, they have different bone structure. But
Shh, don't be right. Don't be vegan.
Don't say
don't
that.
be vegan. Is that
Don't-
what you
Everything.
Man, okay, I was wrong. There are
Yeah,
plenty of ways
yeah,
to step
yeah.
in traps in the first level game.
Skeletons are fluid. Everybody knows that.
Just have kobolds, because no one ever goes like, "What race is the kobold?" No one knows. We think it's dogs, but not everyone does dog-headed kobolds. So I do. In my head, kobolds have Yorkshire Terrier heads.
No.
Yeah, that's the most awesome way to imagine. Oh, yeah, that's true.
You can
Oh,
offend
and
everybody.
congratulations,
We
Grandpa.
believe you.
Oh, yeah, congratulations for your 14th grandchild. If it's a boy or a girl, but
Don't assume the gender.
sorry.
I'm thinking
Your grandchildren, child.
it is a girl for two reasons. He says daughter, and then wait, he might mean his daughter, and then it has a bow on its head. So
You
So,
also have the gender reveal. So if you don't have that one,
Oh, gender reveals are so fun.
oh my, for real? Is that
No,
is it,
no, of course
okay.
not. I'm
no,
joking.
no.
There are people that have set their house on fire doing those things and stuff like that. It's just it's just too much bother, right?
Okay, it's confirmed. It's a girl.
Mhm.
I mean,
Bo didn't lie.
I don't know. That was a comma after girl, so he might have been like, girl.
Mm,
You should already know.
I tell you what, man, 14 grandchildren is
I don't know if they are 14.
is a flex. That is a flex.
Maybe they are 12. I mean, I think Miguel was saying a random number, right? Or are they really 14? They're really 14. Okay, yeah, okay. I know there are a lot, but yeah.
Clearly, his family is doing their best to repopulate white America,
and just plain the world, because I think every country in the free world is got in catastrophic demographic decline at the moment. Right?
I was about to say the problem is not the countries that are losing their population; it's the ones who are gaining it and trying to move them here. Get out, go home.
Well, I mean, they'll start having this, because I mean, what none of us admit is it's success that does it, right? Like you get a certain amount of luxury and you just decide, I don't want to bother, or I don't want to risk it, or kids could cost money, and I got this thing I want to do. They're just all the dumb excuses. So it is sad that the movie Idiocracy is so predictive. It is just so dead on, and it was supposed to be a warning.
I don't think I've watched that yet.
We haven't. Yeah, we haven't watched that.
It's a fun movie, and in the movie they decided, like, the wardrobe supervisor was like, I need to find some kind of footwear that is the stupidest looking footwear you can imagine, and so he saw some Crocs. And they had just come out, and he's like, those are dumb. Like, no one would wear those. And so he put everyone in Crocs going to Costco, and like, he couldn't have been more prophetic. Like,
so is it their fault, or
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think anyone saw that movie and was like, I need some of those shoes. Like,
I saw that movie, and no, Crocs, no.
Yeah, Crocs started coming up maybe 10 years ago.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
So that would have been
maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure.
So they languished for a decade, just picking up steam.
Oh,
which they can do because they're made out of rubber and they have.
I don't know how it is there in the United States, but here in Portugal, now there's a trend for about 5-6 years that the youngsters and sometimes also old people wear Crocs with socks or flip flops with socks.
We've seen it.
The flip flops with socks is even worse because I mean you have that thing, it doesn't go.
Yeah.
Oh no, we you can get socks with like individual little toes.
We don't have them here. I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah.
A question.
no one should have them. Like,
What do you think?
Oh dear.
White
I'm
socks.
deeply embarrassed to admit I have like multiple pairs.
are they comfortable?
They are extremely comfortable, and the reason I got into them was down in Florida. I needed shoes I could wear to the beach that literally all I would have to do is rinse them off.
Oh, you mean
And-
Crocs, not
Yeah.
socks with individual.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
no! Sorry. Yeah, no, the socks with individual toes I don't actually understand, but it's okay, I guess. If you're wearing Japanese style sandals, I think they have what they call tabby socks.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Yeah, like ninjas have.
Yeah, I mean, those are the ones where the big toe has a separate little pocket,
Yes.
and the rest of your toes go in the other one. That one makes sense because it's a lot easier when you're wearing those kind of sandals. But yeah, the individual toe socks, it's like, I don't know.
They're like gloves for your foot. But I would say that I think here, maybe I'm wrong, but most of the people that I see wearing flip-flops and socks, I think they are Brazilian.
Really?
Brazilians,
Oh.
no,
You would
Brazilians.
think Brazilians wouldn't wear next to anything,
No,
based
no.
on what I've heard.
Brazilians
Based on what I've seen on YouTube, they don't.
Brazilians
Sorry,
and
Pedro,
also-
man, what you saying?
Brazilians and also people from the colonies, the Angola and Mozambique.
Oh, you call them the colonies? Oh man.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
racist.
I'm racist and that old. Yes.
The
Oh,
former
man.
colonies. I mean, you're talking about the former colonies, right? Not the. You're talking about the.
Yes,
the
the former colonies. Yes, of course.
The Puerto Rico of.
I mean, you meant the retornados and not the Africans.
Why did you guys give up Macau? Macau sounds like it's actually kind of cool. Why did you give it up?
Because it's too far away from us.
Yeah, I think it was an agreement with China. We were there for X time.
And I think Portugal wanted to leave it before, but there was an agreement with China.
Yeah, they didn't let us.
To be there for, I don't know, 15 or 20 years, because the agreement covered that all that time. So,
Shoot, I'd have been saying, fuck you guys, we're keeping it. But then the British should have done that with Hong Kong as well. You know, the thing that people forget is that Hong Kong was actually a permanent cession. Now, the new territories weren't, but the island was. They actually lost that island to Britain in the Opium Wars. And that was supposedly actually overseas British territory. And they just gave it back. And it's like, I'd have been saying, hey ho, you ain't getting it.
I wonder if without Kowloon and whatnot, if it was just unsupportable. You know, if
I don't know, man. There's a lot of things they could have also said we're keeping Kowloon too. And I mean, what would the Chinese have done about it?
Well, that was
it's like we're a nuclear power too, dude. So we don't care what you think.
That was back in '96, where we thought if we were nice to China, they would become good people.
I think the real problem is the UK have been pussies for a long time now. No. I mean, they also had Kenya, which was awesome, and they gave it up. And then on top of that, they turned on Rhodesia for no particular reason. So I mean, they've been kind of screwed in the head for a long time. Sorry, Brits. We're glad we kicked you out.
we just got off of celebrating it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's in a couple of months, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah, technically, I guess July the 4th.
July 4th, yeah.
But
we kind of celebrated Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, we have a lot of celebrations that amount to hey, no England.
We're cool and you're not.
I mean, Christmas is becoming one, right?
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if we started doing Halloween just because it was very Irish and we were like, take that, England. We'd probably celebrate Scottish holidays, but no one wants to throw a caber. Like, those things are huge.
Do you know that in that session of Soldiers of Fortune, we played with Chancellor DM?
We played that at ArnieCon too.
He made us toss the caber. It's like, dude. Unfortunately, I actually had a character who was strong enough to do that because I realized if I'm going to play in a Thunder in Paradise game, there's going to have to be at least one character who is big and strong and not necessarily all that brilliant.
Right. We covered that. We covered that.
Yeah.
Lord Mateus and I played the core two members of the troop, and we played 2 episodes. And what I want is for Chance to start making his own episodes. And I think that'll free him up a little bit. But it was amazing how we would do the goofiest things we could think of. And then he would tell us that's what happened in the show, too. And I'm like, I'm afraid for them and for me. I'm not sure who I'm more
if we could get a band together, I mean, I still have my character. I'm willing to continue playing online. We just need to make sure we have a time when we all can. For whatever reason, we played that one session, it all kind of fell apart.
Let thunder ride wild, brother.
It was actually pretty cool. It did very much have that Soldier of Fortune feel. It was a good. It was a good connection.
It's a good fit between that game and that show. Yeah,
it is. It really is.
So maybe I should run that for my nephew.
There you go.
What, the 18?
And that's kind of G-rated, right? Because I mean, you're not actually killing anyone; you're just shooting the crap out of stuff, but nobody dies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nobody gets. Well, now my nephew's in his late 20s, so I don't think they're gonna fall over, take some action or whatever.
But when I think of shows that fit really well with Soldier of Fortune, I think of Dukes of Hazzard. I, of course, think of the A-Team. Thunder in Paradise, I discovered fits really well.
Knight Rider with some, you have to figure out what you're going to do with the car. But
That's true. Well, that's kind of true. Dukes of Hazzard too.
Simon and Simon and Riptide.
Yeah. I think Hogan's Heroes. Now that may sound strange, but I think it would fit.
No, I agree. A lot of
look,
like Combat and Sand Patrol, or what was it called? Rat Patrol? Was that right?
The Rat Patrol.
Yeah.
Shows where people shoot off guns but nobody dies.
Yeah, or they at least off screen. Yeah.
Or if they die off screen. Like I saw a episode of Hogan's Heroes where you had this German inspector from Berlin, and Colonel Hogan and his men, in their effort to keep Klink from being replaced or sent to the Eastern Front, because they knew he was incompetent, they wanted him to be incompetent. And they also had to worry about Sergeant Schultz, because Sergeant Schultz was kind of on their side. And, the problem is they'd made Klink look too good. So then this inspector wanted to move him to Berlin. Well, in order to change his mind about that, they had to do some stuff, and they overdid that. And then he was wanting to send him to a prison camp. Fortunately, he was taking a train they had planned on blowing up anyway. So that's how they solved it. But he died off screen.
Grim business.
So, yeah, they never killed anyone on screen. And most episodes, no one dies. You know Klink gets embarrassed, and Sergeant Schultz says, "I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing."
You can still kill a Nazi officer and then have a laugh line like a minute later. So yeah, that made it a little. You could cushion the blow, like, oh, that guy got it, and like, oh boy, did he? And then like, Frenchie, why aren't you coming out of the toilet? You know what? Don't even answer.
Well, but for that you have that role play. For if you want to adapt TV series to role play, you have the Primetime Adventure.
Oh no, that's not a role play.
Have you ever played that?
Yeah, that's a story game.
It's not. Well, it's kind of a screenplay. Like, let's make a screenplay. Kind of game. Because it literally as well as figuratively stacks the deck.
Yeah,
and there are other RPGs that make. Yeah, there are other RPGs that do that beat structure thing too, where they make sure that you don't fail too much or succeed too much. And yeah, I don't know about that. I'm sorry, Miguel, you were saying something.
Probably, but I don't remember what. It was about Prime Time Encounters, I think.
That you like very much.
Yeah, I played it once.
Yeah, me too. I also played once that game.
I ran it, yeah, and I want to take the show, quote unquote, that I ran and turn it into an actual, adventure for another game because I feel like, I feel like it was a good idea, and it just
fell apart.
Yeah, yeah. The few times I played, the core God, I'm saying everything but the core games from the Forge. They all were a little lackluster, because I was playing them with a more traditional RPG group, and I was the only one that was like, "Oh gosh, guys, this is the wave of the future," and even I was convinced of that, right? So, yeah, and they just Fiasco was horrible. Like
Fiasco, yeah.
Nobody got it. Even I was like, "Yeah, what's the word?"
I don't know. I never played it, but I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, it's not. It's good for setting up a situation, but then the game doesn't help you resolve it in a really satisfying way. I don't think. It's meant to make Coen brother movies, right? Like where everybody kind of leaves the situation as a sad sack or as a
so you can play 5 good sessions, and then everything sucks from beyond there.
That's no, you can't even play.
I'm just saying that the Coen Brothers movies were like that. They did a few good movies, but then everything sucks.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I haven't watched the latest ones, but
they suck.
I liked Miller's Crossing. I think that was the one. And Fargo was funny, especially because it starts saying that it's a true story, right?
Yeah,
they did not tell the actors that wasn't true until about midway through the movie. Like I think William Macy was like, "What happened? I don't understand why he's doing this. What was he doing in the actual situation here?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Like the real guy. What was he trying to do by doing this?" And he's like, "There isn't a real guy." He's like, "But you say in the first page that it's a true story." And he goes, "Yeah, we're lying." And he was like, "You can't do that." They're like, "We're going to do that."
I never watched Fargo. I don't know what you're talking about.
You never watched Fargo?
No, never.
Well, if you had asked me a few years ago, I would say, yeah, watch it. It's a good movie. I'll never watch it again.
Yeah, but it's still weird that you never watched
it. Everybody in that movie is retarded, so I never watched it again.
I never watched. I never watched Fargo, and I never watched it from beginning to end. Titanic. So.
Wait, what's the Pancake House guy? What was his? Peter Stormer, is that right? He seems pretty cool, but maybe that's because he just always plays insane people.
The tall guy, the crazy tall guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that one is retarded. Maybe not. I don't know.
Speaking of, I watched the movie Armageddon recently,
and
I regret to say that was a pretty dumb movie. Like I was really into it at the time, but now watching it back, I'm like, what? Like, so much of this doesn't make any sense.
I watched that. I watched that one, and also the Deep Impact one.
Yeah, now I never saw Deep Impact because I got meteored out, right? Because
I
movies that summer.
I enjoy more the Deep Impact than Armageddon.
I'd heard that. I'd heard that you liked a Deep Impact.
I don't remember this one. I don't know what it is.
I can't remember. What's the name in Portuguese, Pedro? Impacto Profundo.
Impacto Profundo deve ser. Deve ter traduzido a letra, sim.
I apologize to anyone watching on the replay. That was a horrible.
Yeah, speaking Russian for a bit.
Yeah. We are drunk, so we are speaking Russian.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Oh yeah, and for those at home, yeah, apparently Portugal has like very interesting names and titles for movies that they get from those.
Mm.
Like not as weird as the Japanese ones, I think, but maybe.
I don't know about the Japanese one.
They've gotten better. I think now they try to keep everything to like one or two words, but it used to be that like long, like being for the benefit of Mr. Cat kind of titles, like way too long and so expressive. Of it's not a book report; it's a title.
There's a particularly silly thing about Portuguese titles when they use the English title, the original title, and then they append a subtitle in Portuguese.
In Portuguese, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It happens. I don't know if it still happens, but in the 90s, it was in the 80s. It was very common.
Is it like Dune? This is basically Space Bedouins, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space Bedouins was a better movie.
Well, I think some titles we don't translate. Dune is Dune. We don't translate Dune.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure that it's not Duna now?
Duna is in Brazilian, not Portuguese.
Is Duna just Portuguese for Dune?
For Dune, yes.
Yes.
But do they turn the little thing to be an A? Like how all the letters in Dune are the same symbol. They just turn in a different direction.
I don't know.
And when I saw that, like when they first announced Dune and they showed it with that, the teaser with that title card, I just took the N and turned it to be a D, and then turned it into Dude, Where's My Spice? And then I sat on that title wanting to run a Chalt or a Alpha Blue game. And then finally, when I went to VentureCon 2, I was like, I'm going to do this. And I don't think anybody signed up for it. So the next VentureCon, though, I guess more people knew me, and I got a big room full of people, and we had a really good time. It was just an insane amount of puns and science fiction references. And man,
there are some Dune references in Charles, right?
Oh yeah. Charles is full of Dune references, because of the desert part of it.
Makes sense.
He also loves slee stacks. Like he has like a little slee stack bobblehead and stuff like that. So,
I think part of it is simply the name. The name is very cool,
and it's very Chalt too. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's referring to what are basically lizard people, reptile men. That's basic.
And when we were kids, they were pretty scary.
Yeah, there was the one supposedly good slee stack, but it turned out he was actually out of his time. And I remember there was the episode. I'm probably about to blow it for some people who haven't watched it, but I don't care. There was the episode where they revealed that he was not a slee stack from the future. He was a slee stack from the past. And they had actually degenerated as a race and species. I remember as a kid thinking that was, wow, that's creepy. How does that happen? And now here I am in America in 2025.
It was a job program that ruined everything.
Exactly. They let the little brown slee stacks come over from some third world country, and it ruined it for them.
Well, no, what it was that all the pylons got AI, and then everyone.
Now, what is a slee stack? I don't know what it is.
It's a lizard man, and there was a show called Land of the Lost, and the whole idea is there's a he's their uncle, right? He's a forest ranger or
no, in the first season it was their father. In the second season it was the uncle. Because remember the guy, they were doing so well, he asked for more money.
Oh yeah, and they booted him,
fired him, and then brought in the guy to be the uncle. And it's like, the guy they brought in was okay. I mean, he wasn't bad. It's just, it did kind of spoil it a little bit. Even as a kid, you could tell it changed the vibe. But it was actually a pretty cool show. And of course, the best they could do when they remade it years later was to mock it. It's like, oh, look at this goofy kid show from the 70s. It's like, dude, that was my childhood. Shut up.
They let Will Ferrell do it because he played Marshall Willenholly in the Bill and Ted movie, or Bill and Ted, Jay and Silent Bob movie. And so I guess they were thinking like, oh, people liked that joke. Maybe they'll like him ruining the Land of the Lost.
I was about to say, next thing you know, they'll have him play Batman, and he'll fuck that up.
Yeah, well, he fucked everything up. So, anywho, yeah, the only good joke in the Will Ferrell version is when he's like, F you, Matt. Oh God, the Good Morning America guy, Matt Lauer, right? Because the movie starts with Matt Lauer interviewing him. This is before he got canceled by everyone, and he tells him that his theory is stupid on national television, and then when he finds the Land of the Lost. But the point is, there's a Marshall and two kids, and they go over there's a big earthquake, and they go over a waterfall and fall through a time rift into potentially the Jurassic Age or earlier, but it could also be the future. I don't know that they ever said, if it was a time thing or if it's another world, but they are in the Land of the Lost, and they keep running upon these little pylons with these control panels, and they're run by these big lizard men that are really spooky, and they have big black eyes, and they look like half alien, half lizard dude, and they were very scary.
Yeah, I think we didn't get that show here.
No.
I mean, Sid and Marty Krofft did a bunch of shows, I think, that probably didn't make it very far. And although I think England got it, because but Sid and Marty Krofft may have also been in England as a production company too.
I think some when was that show?
It was in the 70s. It was in the 70s. And I hate to disagree about Sid and Marty Krofft, but they were actually incredibly successful because they also did H&R Puffin stuff.
Oh no, they were successful, but I don't know that their stuff played outside of the US. Do you think? I mean,
maybe. In the UK, definitely. Yeah. No, they wanted the money, dude. But all their really big stuff was done in the 70s, right? So, and you got to remember they were that age, man. I mean, it's like Sid was the older brother. He was born in like 1929. He was born. They were both born in Canada. So I mean, these were older guys. Yeah. So.
And Rankin and Bass is the other. Yeah. The other duo.
Oh yeah. I watched the Hobbit adaptation they did in the 70s, and if I had not seen that, I don't know when I would have looked at the Lord of the Rings or the written, the novel version of the Hobbit.
Is that the one that has the "Where there's a will, there's a way" song?
Yeah. Oh man, I was totally into it. It's like,
that was
wow, this is
Bakshi, right? That did the art.
No, it was not.
Oh,
it was Rankin Bass themselves. They had their own in-house shop. And in fact, when Bakshi screwed up The Lord of the Rings by spending all the money on the first movie, he got fired. And they brought Rankin Bass in to finish it by making The Return of the King. They finished the series. So, listen, Bakshi did some good stuff, but he was notorious for doing that. It's like he could start well, but he didn't actually know how to finish anything without spending all the money up. And it happened to him time and time again because he learned doing what he did. I'm trying to remember the company he worked for, but they had a particular approach to how they produced shows, and that's what he learned. And even today, that's still how he does it. That's why some of his stuff just didn't really. He starts a thing and he does, like the ending of Wizards. Come on, the ending of Wizards is the suckiest ending I've ever seen to a fantasy film ever. And it's because he didn't really know how to end it. Oh, come on. The wizard pulls out a gun and shoots somebody. Come on.
But
It was terrible. Terrible.
he does have a pretty good line for it, though. He's like, "Let me show you a trick Mom taught me when you weren't around."
Well, I guess so. And also random plot changes. He was always kind of notorious for that. And Wizards is another example. Suddenly the enemy soldier who's changed sides gets shot by the heroine. And we find out afterwards that, that was mind control. And it's like,
Yeah.
What? Where did that come from?
And that guy, that assassin guy, was the genesis of Boba Fett, who was in his holiday special.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Boba Fett's in Empire.
Yeah.
So strange bedfellows.
Well, it's odd when you have a character who comes about after the fact, and he's so popular that he survives his demise because he died, right? Yeah. He died at the beginning of the third film. That was the whole point. He fell into the Sarlacc pit, and that was supposed to be the end of Boba Fett. And
the Sarlacc burped, which means that digestion.
He was digested.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. So,
but apparently not.
But I did love my Boba Fett figure as a kid. So
I did. I had one. I had that Chewbacca. I had a bunch of figures, and they got left in a attic when my family moved, without my being aware of it. And so somebody inherited probably several $1,000s of original 1970s Kenner figures.
Oh, I also had Star Wars figures from the 70s because I had a colleague at the school where I went that his father was a pilot for our airline, Portuguese airline.
Nice.
So he went a lot of times to the States, and he would bring back lots of toys from Star Wars action figures and that. So I had quite a few.
Nice.
Oh, having a hookup like that. It would be nice if I knew someone.
Where are they now? You don't have them there?
I know I still have them, but I think they are at my parents' house. So somewhere.
So did you just get the figures, or would you get like the land speeder?
Oh no, I get the figures, and also it wasn't a land speeder, but it was some kind of. Let me see. I don't know if I have that one.
Was it this goofy thing that went over your arm? Because that was the Star Destroyer playset, and as a kid, I thought this is so cool. But as an adult, I'm like, this was some like industrial tool cast off.
I had a device that was equivalent to a gas station for the X-wings. Some power supply.
The Rebel refueling base.
Yeah. Something like that, yes.
And, they made like this little figure holder, and they turned it into like a little troop transport. And it's not in the movies anywhere. But then they started using it in the TV shows and stuff. Like in Rebels, they have that thing. And I'm like, it is sad that I know what that is.
Yeah, but because once he got for his birthday, for my friend's birthday, big like a suitcase with a complete set of figures. Hey, Jesus, that was beautiful.
Oh man, that's
yeah.
Yeah, I need to hang out with more pilots, I guess, or stewardesses. Yeah, I should hang out with more stewardesses. All the stewardesses I end up getting are what's the word? Gentlemen of a certain type. And I'm
okay.
Like, I'll take the peanuts. Wink. Oh man, yeah. Oh, Beasel's in the chat. Like Lidsville. I'd forgotten Lidsville. Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
It was talking hats. And and I don't know that I guess that had to be the late 60s for that to still be a slang term. So
No, that
And who made the banana splits?
That was Sid and Marty Krofft.
That was okay.
Okay, here it is. I found it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's very
This-
near hand.
This.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, God.
Do you know the
that?
and
Yep.
and there's some cables to the
Yeah, I never
X-Link.
understood what that top thing is supposed to be doing.
I don't know, but it rotates. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Was it
Yeah.
to store all your little accessories?
Yeah. To store the accessories, yes.
Ah.
The strangest thing is he always is able to get something from the.
Weird, isn't it?
Everything is there.
Yeah.
Well, only two things. One of two things have to be true. Like everything has to be just off camera, or he has this Reed Richards ability to just stretch his arm through his whole.
Yeah, bro. Because it's never.
Yeah.
Always-
The only
The
time I've
Richards
seen him
are-
get up
Oh,
and get something was that very obscure, I've got these calendars that when you
Yeah.
look,
Oh,
blues go away.
But he didn't have them right yet.
no, I just
They were all leaked. Yeah.
they're all leaked and wear off. Yeah.
Oh, a Lost in Space ripoff with Jim Neighbors. What was that? I don't remember Jim Neighbors in anything other than Gomer Pyle. Does that ring a bell, Mark?
Which show is this?
It's Beelzebub said that there's a Lost in Space ripoff with Jim Neighbors in it.
Hold on. Jim Neighbors. I
Yeah.
know that he did a lot of episodes of various shows. He even had his own show at one time.
Yeah. Well, golly, we're lost in space.
I was going to say I don't know who Jim Neighbor is, but
Oh, okay.
He
Now
was-
this is one I did
was
not
going
know
for it,
about.
yeah. Now
The Lost Saucer. I didn't know about this. Oh, it was part of the Croft Super Show. Got it. Yeah, that's one I didn't know about. That's a new one to me. That's a new one to me. But you're right. It was.
I didn't know he played Private Homer Lyle in Cannonball Run 2.
That doesn't entirely surprise me
That
either.
makes me a little sad.
You're talking about a lot of people and shows that I don't know about. So
yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Best Little Whorehouse in Texas?
no,
He was the deputy in that. That was a music extravaganza. But its title alone meant that you had to be very careful when you went to see it in the South.
Oh, there's what happened to Jim Neighbors. He did cabaret theater before getting the show, getting on the Andy Griffith show. So that's what turned him gay. There you go.
No, that I would have thought that that's a horse and cart issue there. I mean, in the South, there's a certain kind of gay male that is kind of that Tennessee Williams kind of, just. Yeah, he's like Gomer Pyle. Yeah, and so and everyone just sort of gives him a pass because they're all lifelong bachelors, and but you never let the kids sleep over or whatever, But
okay.
but they're just these little spinster fellows. They're like, I declare, and they always have great opinions about your outfit and your hair, and then and everyone just doesn't talk about it.
I will not let the kids sleep over. I don't understand.
What?
Why you would let kids sleep over with an adult without kids anyway? Yeah.
That's a bit strange, but
Yeah, it's strange.
Well, we used to do it all the time. They would take us down to the local store, and whoever was working the register, they'd be like, "Can the kids stay with you tonight?" And they'd be like, "Okay." And we would just go with those folks, and then they would call mom and dad, and then mom and dad would show up with some money, and then we would go home.
okay.
And I never figured. Oh, wait a minute. That could have been ransom. No, the only time we would ever go anywhere, like we would go to like babysitters, and we had one babysitter that was so lazy, she wouldn't babysit us. She would let her parents babysit us, and then she would just go off and listen to stuff at her room, and so her parents would basically earn her babysitting money for her. And I'm like, wow, that is lazy.
One thing that we don't have here in Portugal is babysitters.
Really?
Well, now you are wrong with that, because now you start having them.
No, only now. But
when they want to go out, they need to find a babysitter.
Yeah,
but it's probably not going to be a teenager. You don't let your kids with a random teenager. It's normally a preschool teacher that is doing it after hours,
or a family member.
Yeah, but that's not a babysitter. That's your grandparents or the uncles.
Yes.
Yeah, usually it's somebody you know, but and I think these people were friends from church, but yeah, I think mom and dad figured out that she had nothing to do with the whole process, but yeah, it was kind of funny because she wanted nothing to do with us, but she would take whatever the fee was. I'm like, if I'm your parents, I'm getting that. Right. I'm taking that right back.
Well, and I was just thinking that at least apparently some people thought it was a good idea to let their kids go to a sleepover with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They're probably also being paid for that.
In all fairness, they probably all got gigantic grants, let's say, of money. And there are people in Hollywood and that will do anything to get in with the in crowd because they've got a screenplay that they've been working on or whatever. So there's no telling, what sort of arrangements were allegedly made, and if not him, certainly with others, right? So
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure Harvey Weinstein ran a kids camp somewhere. Young talent expose. Keyword is expose.
Well, it's funny. One of the things about Jim Nabors is you wonder how he managed to skip under the radar for as long as he did. Because, I think he did for a long time because I know people who were convinced that the rumors about him being gay were lies. Because he himself went out of his way to deny it. I mean, he would say that's terrible lies. No, that's completely untrue. And he continued to say that right up until he married his partner.
Yeah, my grandmother thought that Liberace was a pretty smooth dude too. I'm like, what? Like, surely this guy's a normal, right? Like,
but the thing that should have cued people in is when he nearly died of hepatitis in the early 90s. And his excuse for how he got it was such obvious BS. He said, "Oh, I was overseas and I cut my face with a straight razor, and that's how I got hepatitis." What? And it's and I'm sitting there going, "Dude, your liver is nearly dead, and we know it wasn't hepatitis. It wasn't a straight razor. It wasn't anything straight at all." It's like, and that unfortunately forces me to think about, Gomer Pyle in the Marines doing things. And it's like, damn,
no,
I don't want to think about that anymore. If
you're a Marine, like everyone else in his unit hated him, right? I mean, even in the show, he was always a slacker. And what always amused me about that was like every Marine I knew was like, there's no way in hell anyone like that would have ever
survive.
Like now it's amusing that I've heard from people in the Army that Beetle Bailey could be a documentary, but no one ever was like, Gomer Pyle is absolutely. And it's funny that in Full Metal Jacket, they call their obviously not going to work out cadet Gomer Pyle. So.
I mean, there were many times when people should have figured it out, but it wasn't really until after the whole gay marriage thing was invented by the Supreme Court that that he saw fit to come out.
I think the one that startled people that I knew was Rock Hudson, right? Like, because
he just didn't seem like the guy, right? Yeah. I mean, he came into the business because somebody saw him driving a truck and realized he was a good looking guy and said, hey, maybe you could make movies. And turned out he could. But yeah, I think that surprised a lot of people, honestly. They used to keep that stuff in the closet. They really need to put it back in there. I'm gay. I don't want to know. Shut up. Go back in the closet. Just do what you do.
That brings us back to the events of the week, because apparently Leslie Heglin, is that her name, said that it was YouTubers' fault that her show was a garbage.
Oh yeah.
And, the Acolyte was ruined because of YouTubers not liking it. Not that they had absolutely every reason not to like it.
Wonderful.
Oh, they're them.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, the Emperor wasn't mad that he didn't get new clothes. He was mad that a kid told everybody that he didn't get new clothes. Right? So maybe there's more to human nature in that story than any of us want to admit.
I obviously didn't watch the Acolyte, but I saw.
Well, we watched a couple of episodes. I never watched that. I know we watched the first one.
Yeah, but that's not watching the show. Just
that's enough. I don't know.
Thanks. Sylvia threw you under the bus, Miguel. Like, did he like it, Sylvia?
No, it's awful.
This is the best. That was your chance. That was your chance to really get him under there.
Another TV series that I start watching, but after the second episode, this is not for me. It's The Wheel of Time.
Oh, I saw a portion of an episode, and it was a later episode, so I had no idea what was going on.
Don't.
Did we watch the first one for that Wheel of Time? No.
I think you did it by yourself one of those days that I was.
No. That's too much agenda for me.
We watched the Rings of Power or whatever that Amazon.
No, Rings of Power.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another one.
That one I remember. Yeah.
And we watched the first one for that spin-off from The Witcher that doesn't have The Witcher.
Something in the Power of the Blood or something like
that.
Something like that, yeah.
We watched that. I don't remember.
We watched that, yes.
It's always got power in there, doesn't it? It's almost like Marxists wrote these. It's weird.
Power to the people.
And it's not just because they are woke. They're just really, really crappy shows and stupid.
Yeah.
Woke as well.
And the agenda is right on your face. Yeah. So.
And every modern writer just cannot get away from tell, don't show, right? Like, it's just endless dialogue where someone's telling you how great this other person is, instead of them writing scenes where you see the other person doing something well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
they talk, they don't do. That's how they live their lives.
Exactly. Yeah.
I do think that is damaged screenwriting, is that you have a lot of people doing it now who've never done anything else and have no idea of how, everyday life works, because they live in that weird Hollywood bubble full of faggotry and weirdness.
Well, yeah, they live with people that tell them how great everything they're doing is because they want to get into the bubble, right? And so,
I mean, but they didn't live all their way in the bubble. All their life, right? They were cut off by their parents.
Some of them, maybe.
Well, maybe. Yeah, it depends. But a lot of Hollywood is nepo babies at this point, right? And so, they're like coasting off the fact that their grandfather won 3 Oscars or whatever. And I mean, what can you do? I mean, there are no movie stars left anymore, right? Like, George Clooney's making this movie with Adam Sandler about how, like, oh, you're the last movie star, and I'm like, that's more true of Adam Sandler than it is of George Clooney, right?
I mean, people forget first, George Clooney is the guy for AR, and because we were watching some time ago Roseanne, and we love to see George Clooney on Roseanne as the boss.
He's the nephew of
Yeah,
um
someone.
what's her name? Not Rosemary Clooney. Yeah, Rosemary Clooney. And his dad is a host for A&E's or for Turner Classic Movies for a while.
But even like that, it took him a long time to become famous. So that should see how shit he is.
He's got that look, but yeah, he always ends up playing very similar kind of stuff, with the exception of the occasional, brother, where art thou, or whatnot.
Yeah.
He's got some range to him. He's just, I don't know. He's just damaged good.
He was somebody who was set up to be something, but he's just not that impressive, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not a great actor, even though they tried to make him one. And he's not the only person in that position. I mean, there's an awful lot of people in Hollywood who haven't really earned their way to the top, and it shows.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Tom Cruise, for all of his weird, sidelines.
To be fair, he earned it.
Yeah, he and Brad Pitt, I would say, has been more impressive than I thought he would be. So he's done some weird things and some off kilter things and done them well. So, and the movie Bullet Train is just fun if you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
I think Brad Pitt, he tried to become he tried to become a real actor, but then, or a better actor. I think he got to a point that he doesn't care anymore, right?
Well, I think did he get the Oscar for what was it, 7 Years in Tibet or whatever? Did he get an Oscar?
I don't think so.
If he got passed for that he might have been just like, I'm not playing this Oscar game anymore, right? Like if I didn't get it for Meet Joe Black or 7 Years in Tibet, then screw it.
But he did try, to at least to.
Yeah, what he needs to do is go somewhat retard, because you never go full retard like Ben Stiller did. And
I think nowadays, basically, nowadays you have to know the right people to do something.
Well, there's so much money in it, they don't want to take any risks, right? But then they for decades now have been saying that, but then they spent $250 million to make $150 million. And then they just sort of look at each other like, what went wrong? And there's literally a cottage industry about telling them what went wrong so that they don't do it again.
Yeah.
And they don't.
No, I mean, I think realistically, it's become so incestuous in Hollywood that they can't fix the problem anymore. None of the people in a position to fix the problem even understand why there's a problem.
And it's that way with literary books now too.
Oh yeah, it's feminists have taken over all the major book publishers, so nobody cares about their output anymore.
No
because
offense, and Pedro.
What?
I said no offense.
Oh dear!
I know how you love women, Pedro.
Yeah.
Stronger together, I've heard you say.
Ouch.
Yeah, but I think I think they don't care anymore about the money, and they care more about the message that
I think they care about the money. I mean, someone else was paying them to get the message, and when they once they stop, and probably they are stopping, they're going to start caring about the money again. The people that run the business, not the artists.
But they don't know how to do anything right anymore, so there's no way to.
That's true.
Yeah, because nowadays are reboots and
and it sucks anyway. Even when there's no message, it still sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't buy any book that is. I was looking in Goodreads, like the books of the best of the, and it's been like that for a long time. All the books are for women or people of color or women of color, and they're all shitty.
Everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I am to the point now where if any movie comes along and it looks like it might be, truly independent or something from somewhere else, I will be more likely to watch it. Like I went and saw Rental Family last weekend because it's a purely Japanese movie, except Brendan Fraser is one of the actors in it, and yeah, it's a very Japanese story, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, and yeah, it had one little scene that had like the edge of what would be considered the message, and then everything else was just about people in this culture that just can't
Oh,
identify with other people anymore, right?
yeah. Talking about Japanese movies, I enjoyed more the Japanese version of Godzilla, the Godzilla's minus one,
Oh yeah.
than than all the other Godzilla's
Oh,
movies.
that thing was so good, and it was so
Yeah,
cheap.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was. I think they said the budget on it was in the
yeah.
teens to 30s in millions,
Yeah,
and they got
yeah,
so much bang for that buck.
yeah,
Haven't watched that yet.
It's also the only Godzilla story where I gave a crap about the person story, right? Like
yeah,
people's
yeah, yeah,
story
yeah. The
wasn't
soldier. Yeah,
garbage.
yes, yes. Precisely. That's yeah,
And I wanted to throttle the main character, like almost everything he did. I'm like, you piece of trash. Like
yeah, yeah,
it was that one engineer that's like, how many
yeah,
people are
yeah,
gonna have to die for your stupid bullshit? I'm like,
yeah,
yes, this
yeah.
guy gets it. This guy gets it. This is
Yeah,
my
you.
shame-based culture's work. Oh yeah,
Uh,
Lost in Translation was good.
Yep, I enjoy it.
I never watched that one.
I
Not
watched it.
completely.
Extremely
It-
boring.
It,
Now I
loses,
don't think
it
I
I
will.
loses something
Boring
in the
and pretentious.
translation.
I enjoyed mainly that part at the beginning with the big plan of Scarlett Johansson's S.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Yeah, what was she? She was just like
she was a
Galahad.
random girlfriend from. I think her boyfriend was a rock star, a pop star,
Oh,
something
that's
like
right.
that.
Yeah, she was there for someone else. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think she whispers to him at the end?
Oh,
I think she says someone farted in my pants. And then he's like, I wonder who it was.
yeah.
But that's just my fan theory. I don't think that's official. And I said Beelzebub said literature's dead, and I read that as dread, and I'm like, yeah, the Dread movie was awesome because they finally
The
found someone to play Judge Dredd that's like, I'm not taking the helmet off, and they're like, but we want you to take the helmet off, and he goes, Judge Dredd never takes the
never
helmet
takes the
off.
helmet. Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh, this guy, like Carl Urban for president of
there you
Australia.
go.
But yeah.
I like Stallone's movie as well. I know that
It was a
popular
fun
on
movie, but
TV,
it was not a very Judge Dredd movie.
no, but it was a fun movie.
It was a great Rob Schneider movie. I'll say that.
Yeah, also that.
You can do it, Judge Dredd. And yeah, I do like that it had Chief Judge Magruder in it, which I don't think any of the others have had because she's my favorite. Chief Judge Magruder is basically what would happen if Aunt May got the super soldier serum. Like, she's just grumpy and old, and she looks just like Aunt May. And I'm like, that can't be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, that's everything I got to talk about.
Yeah, it ends on Aunt May.
This is my weekly therapy, I think. Like, another thing. So we got to figure out what's up with Labyrinth Lord, and yeah, and apparently, I will say that did remind me of one more thing. Drive Through RPG is having its sale, and I won't say who it is because I think they've mentioned it, and that might be considered negative marketing. But there is at least one game company who didn't want to participate in sales that they still put all their stuff on sale. and they marked it off from the sale price. So this person's like taking a huge dive in terms of the pricing, and I'm like, why don't you fight it? And he's like, no, well, I'm just going to use it as promotion, right? And I'm like, yowza. But you got to be careful because, there's no telling what they'll consider negative promotion, right?
So Black Friday is tomorrow? Is today?
It's today, yeah. And then
Today.
Today.
Cyber Monday, right? So you're running out of time, Pedro. It's time to go. If you're gonna get some,
Yeah.
if you were looking to get all that Pony Finder stuff that you had in your wish list, now's the time.
If you've been having strange dreams, pay them no mind. Just go ahead and go to the store.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just paid a lot of money for my car's repairs, so I don't have any wishes for Black Friday or Cyber Monday or Sexy Tuesday or whatever.
Texas Tuesday or Taco Tuesday. That's what that's every Tuesday though. It's great. Oh, we were talking about your story, Martin. Yeah. It did not go where I thought it was going to go. And when I saw Sickery Scholars, I've been so well trained now that I'm like, well, everyone involved in this story is screwed. Oh, thank goodness the Sickery Scholars showed up is something no one has ever said or ever will say.
Well, I mean, she'd never even heard of them. She just took her dream catcher and left.
I ran one of the Forge games that I ran and actually enjoyed was Inspectors, where it's kind of like Ghostbusters, where you have a franchise for this company that catches ghosts. And one of the recurring jokes we had is that their company was run by a Native American, and outside he had a dream catcher, and every so often it would like flash and a dream would fall to the ground because we basically used the dream catcher like a bug zapper, and they put it outside, and that was just such a funny mental image to me. And yeah, I forget which of us thought of it, but like it was just endlessly amusing. The dream zapper.
Oh, dream zapper. Okay.
I didn't know it was a story game as well. Inspectors.
Yeah, it was a story game, but it was at least fun in that it was neat that you could make a mystery that no one knew the answer to, because you would basically build up to it right by the success of your rolls. But you can't do that in a murder mystery or anything. But what you can do is what Roger did in that Centauri scenario. Is you can do the clue thing, right? Where you have like certain amount of answers and you just give those out to people randomly. And so you figure out from what didn't get given out, what was given out. Right. And so, but yeah, that Centauri sabotage, is it sabotage? Yeah. Scenario. It's a murder mystery, but even the GM doesn't know who the person is who's guilty, because everyone has like a little colored dot system, and you give them a colored dot and it determines for them which of these background stories is true, right?
Did you run it?
I have not run it, but I really like the design.
I told him that he should run it for us.
He should run something for us.
Yeah.
He's running. I'm playing in his wretched. I always want to say Apocalypse. Yeah, it is Apocalypse. I get Armageddon and Apocalypse mixed up. So it's kind of a what's the word? Fallout kind of a setting. And yeah, we're in New Mexico, and it's kind of fun because we just pull up stuff on Google Maps to see what the area looks like, and I'm like, it already looks like a bomb went off, and because it's out in New Mexico, bombs have gone off there. So yeah, it's really fun, and And yeah, for a long time, it's just been me. It's just been a one-on-one game because we've had people come and go. But it's
I
a fun game.
originally joined to play, and then work screwed up my schedule.
Yep, we've got a new
Alas.
guy that just joined us, and he joined us from the chalk game that we're also in. And
Oh, nice.
and he's sort of still playing like he's in chalk. So we'll
Okay.
see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I'm just saying, I may have a grenade squirreled away in case. Like,
Oh dear.
yep. Oh no, a horrible accident has occurred.
So you play
Oops.
how many times a week?
Now I play. I play our Sunday games, which every other, uh,
Mhm.
whichever one we're doing, and then I have the Monday game is the Fallout game, and
Okay.
then on occasion I will play in a Wednesday game if Venger's running one. Now, when Venger runs, he runs on Roll20, and it's text only,
Hmm.
which is hard to get used to, But
Yeah.
but
We
Venger
played
Venger's
there,
games are very bizarre.
but on Facebook by messages
Oh,
once.
Yeah, but we were playing not in real time. It was
Yeah, but
just
we're
yeah,
not playing in real time. Yeah.
I
yeah,
Okay.
never
and we
played
do.
in real
So
time.
yeah, we don't get a whole lot done in an hour and a half because we're
Yeah,
typing, but
Hmm.
But
especially
and
writing.
normally Roll20 screws me on dice rolls, but it's been, and I'm gonna knock on wood here. It's been really generous of late. Like I've been hitting some crits here and there, and that normally doesn't happen with
Okay.
me in Roll20.
Guys, I'm gonna go, but it's almost midnight and 20, so
Yeah,
yay!
I need to
I'm
head
gonna
out
I
quit.
beat
to.
my record.
Well, you
I
should
didn't fall
always,
asleep
yeah,
between.
you should always work to better yourself just a little bit each
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
We'll have you up till 3 a.m. soon enough. Don't worry.
No, because the
Well,
kids wake up at 4, so I can't do that.
I was gonna say you're the only one of us that needs beauty sleep, but Pedro is
Yeah,
obviously
I
getting
Oh
need
9
yeah,
beauty.
hours.
yeah, yeah. No,
He's
I
obviously getting his 9 hours every
He
night. Look
yeah.
at
doesn't
that!
need the
Look at
beauty
that beard.
sleep, obviously. Yeah, he doesn't need it. I do,
I
yeah, because
don't need.
I
I
look
don't.
like a hag. I need a lot of beauty sleep. Thank you,
If
Judge.
if oh, so yeah, so depending on how you phrase that, yeah, that does.
Yeah, for me it's about 3-4 hours of sleep. It's enough.
I'm telling you,
Okay, bye bye.
Pedro, if you learn some Kenny Rogers songs, you'll be very popular.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, Kenny Rogers. Jesus,
are
he's
you
still
fat?
alive. Is still alive?
I don't think so.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no. No.
Thank you, Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers and Sheena East. I remember a song with him and Sheena Easton, right? A few years back.
A
He did
few,
one with Dolly
yeah,
Parton. I
more than a few.
know. I'm trying to think of a Sheena Easton.
I think it was
Maybe.
Sheena Easton. A
She
duet.
did one with Prince.
Got the look. Yeah.
Kenny
Yeah.
Rogers and let me see. Or Kenny.
I
I
got
remember that.
I got to meet him. Well, not like I didn't talk to him, but like he
Oh
owned a
yeah, 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 yeah,
helicopter. He owned
yeah,
a helicopter that my dad
We've got
secretly rented.
tonight.
yeah. We got
We've
tonight.
got
Oh,
tonight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's
Oh,
like 1983. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
I
yeah.
do remember that now. I didn't
I
remember
remember
him
that
being
one.
the.
Yeah,
I
that was
didn't
very,
remember him being
very
the singer
famous.
though.
I remember listening that on the radio all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh man, we should just make a torch song show, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to Friday's Torch Songs of the Yesteryear, starring Miguel Ribeiro. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of Portuguese radio announcers, Rick Valdez is hanging up the America late night. He used to be a host. He's the only Portuguese radio announcer that I know. He was based in New York, and yeah,
Oh,
this
I
week
remember that.
he's hanging up the microphone apparently.
What's his name?
What's his name?
It's Rick Valdez is his name, but he
Valdez.
yeah, it's like Valdez with an S. And
Yeah, Valdez. Yeah.
apparently he's a Portuguese extraction, but and apparently Nick Freitas is Portuguese extraction too.
Yeah, that one. That's the bearded guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, maybe that's a Portuguese thing. Having
What?
epic beards.
Not necessarily. I've seen some of his videos. He doesn't look Portuguese.
Well,
So
you know,
he's probably half Portuguese only.
oh well,
Oh.
that's possible.
Or probably
Americans are half everything, right?
Yeah.
or probably just Portuguese descendants, his parents or grandparents.
He's probably from the Azores.
No, I think he's half Portuguese. Just like what's his name, Larry. But Larry Correia, he looks Portuguese. That's the difference. He's also half Portuguese, but he looks Portuguese.
He has a mustache.
What?
If he has a mustache.
He has a goatee.
Okay.
But he has
Miguel doesn't have a mustache, so
I don't have a mustache.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Miguel is not Portuguese.
I'm not Portuguese.
oh
Yeah.
no, are you Spanish? Is that... Uh-oh.
Not that.
I'll show a picture of the guy and you'll decide if you think he looks Portuguese or not. Let me check.
You know, the last time you showed me just a picture. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Larry Correa. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy looks Portuguese.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no.
Let me see the other one.
What do you think, Pedro?
Yeah, it's Portuguese. Oh, that one doesn't look Portuguese at all.
Yeah, and that's not the fullness of his beard either. There, yeah,
No.
man. He's good people.
He looks even less Portuguese here.
I was about to say, yeah, everyone looks
Yeah.
less Portuguese when they shave, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
Be they women
probably-
or
well, actually, I look like a Russian or Eastern European because I've been confused for I don't know if Russian or Ukrainian because I don't know. It all sounds the same, but people have talked to me in their language, and I said, sorry, I don't understand that. More than once, so I probably look more like an Eastern European than the Portuguese.
Well, probably next time I will shave and you probably don't know me.
Wait, all right. Now,
All you
say
white
that-
people look the same. Just be honest. You
you
all
say
look the
that you-
same.
Yeah, you say you've been confused for Russian, but hey, Pedro, say one ping only.
One what?
Picture of
One
yourself.
ping only. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Press your hand-
You see
press
it,
your hand
right?
and take a picture of yourself without a beard.
Yeah.
Do you have one there?
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't have any picture of me with a beard because I never grew a beard. So.
Oh, God damn it. Normally, I don't take pictures and I don't let people take pictures of me, but
Right, because the last time, you
Yeah.
were at Hunt for Red October. And you were like,
no, I don't have a picture with. Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
He has a picture.
Yeah, I have a picture.
Oh,
he had to get up to get it. Oh my God. This is history being made, people.
It's a
You
different
don't know.
thing.
You don't know how rare this is. Like,
And now I'm going to show the picture.
Extraordinarily rare.
See a picture of him as a baby.
it's because it was at the neighbor's house that he had to get up. He's like,
Well, get ready.
did you have to go to your neighbor's house? Is that
Yeah.
what you had to get up to get it?
Well, get ready for the.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know if you can.
This is going to be like your.
Yeah, well, it's an old picture.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a while ago, I'm sure.
Yeah, a few decades ago.
30 years or something.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe more. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I was recognized, So don't shave.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you've had a beard for a long time and you shave, yeah, I think everyone, I think even people that've known you for years would be like, "What? Like, what's happening? Like, did you do something different?"
Who the fuck
When
are
I
you?
take my glasses off, people are like, "You look so different." But yeah, if I had like a beard and didn't the next day, that would. Every time I try to grow a beard, it's not impressive. So I can grow a decent mustache, but that's about it.
A porn stash?
It's more like a cop stash, but I mean, they're the
Oh,
different. That's a difference, that's
yeah,
very, very thin.
yeah.
I don't think I can
It's the
recognize it.
same.
The porn stash is a little bit bigger, right? I think.
Yeah, it's
I'm not-
more brushy. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, but the
unless you're
cop stash.
British, like British bobbies have porn stashes, even though they're cops. That's weird.
because they are
I
British.
guess pretty soon everyone in England's gonna have a porn stash.
Yeah.
We're
Actually, they'll
sorry,
probably be
England.
making them all wear beards.
That's
It's
true.
like
Under their
have being clean shaven will be haram.
it'll
It
be
scares the goats.
B or B,
Let's go.
beard or burqa, your choice. Well, I think, are we at a stopping place? Have we exhausted all the goodwill of the audience?
What?
Probably.
Is Beelzebub still with us?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably not. Well, someone is, so it's probably him. He's probably not paying attention. He has his grandkids with him.
If my nephew is listening to this and got this far, what are you doing with your life? We want it better. We want it better for you than this.
I think we should start instead of doing a stream, just playing a game. It's probably better.
There you go.
It might be better.
Might as well.
we could play Bedazzle.
Not tonight, but yeah, next time probably.
Yeah,
Let's play one of those mobile games.
mobile games.
No. I will say the mobile game advertisements work on me. Where they have the person and they're playing like an idiot. I keep wanting to go like, no,
Yeah.
you idiot.
No,
do
play
that."
like this. It's just stupid. It's like this. Yeah.
Yep, and it bothers me that works on me. I'm like, I'm the biggest
Yeah.
chump.
It's not here, but it's
Oh, he's trying to wrangle. He's trying to
Flat
wrangle youngins.
Oh yeah, with grandkids. Well, technically, I could be a grandparent already, but thank God not.
So when's the next big Portuguese holiday coming up? Is it just Christmas or?
No, next Monday.
Oh,
There's a holiday. I don't know what it is, but it's,
Next Monday, and then the other Monday also.
whoa! So what?
I think
What
they're
are they?
religious
Yeah, I think there are religious holidays. Yeah.
Catholic
Okay.
holidays. Probably. I don't know.
Gotcha. Do y'all get them
We have
off?
we have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
But they're
Is
not
it-
bank holidays, right? They're just
No,
No. Bank holidays like
normal holidays.
like the banks are closed on that day.
no, the banks are closed on that day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Legit. We get
Oh,
we get
yeah.
like 10.
They are
We get 10
holidays.
the whole year, right?
Holidays as in people don't work.
Yeah, people don't work even in banks are closed, and yeah.
Otherwise,
remember-
holiday
I
every day.
Yeah, I
As long
remember our
as-
heist game we went in during a holiday so that no one would be doing anything.
There you go.
If you love heist play, don't watch our last two games because I can only apologize. I take full responsibility for that.
We kill far too many people for it to be a legitimate heist game.
To be fair, we try to let them talk to us, but they just are not having it. Like, we need to kill so many of them that they're finally is more scared of us than they are their bosses, is what it is.
Exactly.
Well, that works.
They are terrified of us because we are murderous. Give us back our kids, you pedo murderers.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's it. Yeah, like we'll just murder HR people. They will murder innocent people. So yeah, we got to up our game apparently.
Exactly.
That is, I'm not encouraging that, gentlemen. Don't.
Start with the
Oh,
with the kneecaps.
Right. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you have lots of leftovers, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
covers.
Working through them.
As Jet said.
Yeah, you will not eat turkey for a while, but oddly, turkey and ham are also big at Christmas. So yeah, just in time. Yeah, once you've worked out your system, you'll get another shot of it.
Yeah, we also have turkey here in Christmas, but mainly it's codfish and octopus.
Ooh, now see, codfish at Christmas sounds good.
Yeah, and octopus also.
Yeah, octopus sounds good all the time. So
Yeah, it's very good. Jesus.
it's a shame that they may be the smartest non-human creature. It
Hmm.
makes me a little sad that.
It makes them tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and if the people at PETA are to be believed, we've eaten more than our share of dolphin as well. So, and man, they're so good on a turkey tuna melt, like tuna dolphin melt. Oh my god, so
Oh,
good.
we also have here dolphin, but it's mixed with other fishes in our fish stew.
Oh,
we have
oh, like
calderada
not
is a
not
fish.
accidental dolphin, like
No,
intentional dolphin.
no, dolphin, and also a kind of shark. We also have in the
Beast.
fish too. Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
is that based with an e or based without the e? I guess both of them have an e. Right?
Yeah.
I've
But
just checked. Next Monday after it's a restoration of independence. So it's
okay,
our
so not
Okay.
that's how we care. That's how much we care about that.
yeah.
It's,
Our
so you
independence. Yeah.
you refer to your independence as though it was a power outage. Like, oh, we got it restored. It's
Yeah,
back.
well,
We're independent again.
it didn't last long, so it was just.
Don't
It
everyone
was
use
that,
your independence all at once, or it could go back off again.
it was that period covered by Twilight of Empires when Portugal was part of Spain because there was a succession.
Oh, when even silence was a political act.
There you go.
A long time
That guy
ago.
did nail the White Wolf book cover though. Like, they will always end with something like that. Like, in this city, in Berlin, even eating a pie could be the last thing you do. Like, like, what? Like, where are you getting this stuff? My favorite one though was they in the La Sombra book, they described Brazil as speaking Spanish in the first edition, and oh yeah, man, it
White
was
Wolf had problems with that.
it was a feeding frenzy.
They made a few mistakes confusing Portuguese and Spanish.
Well, and they made Latin mistakes too in some of the stuff that they did, and that was milder. But yeah, a whole nation that actively speaks a different language, and it's real touchy about being mistaken for the
I remember
people around them.
what was that name? What is that game? Fiction game.
Oh, the
Alien,
White
Alien
Wolf,
Twin.
Trinity. It
Yeah,
was Aeon to begin with, and then they
yeah,
got
it was Alien, and then it started being Trinity. There was that one of the factions was called
Norsa.
Marsa. Yeah,
Norsa. I have that game here.
but then everything was in Spanish.
Yeah. Orgulho do Céu and yeah, that.
Yeah, and
now.
then
Now,
the words were long.
wasn't some of New Flesh, some of your New Flesh characters inspired
Yeah,
by a Trinity
yeah,
game that y'all ran?
yeah. Not Pedro, but yeah, I ran it with a previous group a long time ago, and some of the characters were from that. Yeah, and some others were from a cult. Well, I used cult as a base for that, but it wasn't really cult in the near future, and that was part of it. I mixed the two things together,
Oh,
and
nice.
and several other things. That's why it's so weird.
Cult needs ray guns. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we had ray guns, it would be a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I would
Next
know
time,
what to
Uh,
say
just,
all the time.
you
Like
can
I
bring
shoot
up
the ray
a
gun.
ray gun.
Yeah, I sweep the ray gun over the enemy.
or as in the Rifts, mega damage guns.
Oh, those were goofy though. Like you'd be in a
Yeah,
bar fight in Rifts, and one guy would have like a 1d4 mega damage
yeah.
pistol, and
The
it'd blow the
glitter
whole
boy.
bar up, right?
Yeah,
Like
the glitter boys.
it was just so nonsense, right?
Yeah,
Like, well, you didn't even have to be a glitter boy to have mega
yeah,
damage.
yeah, yeah,
They had
yeah,
like
yeah.
pistols that did mega damage. I'm
Yeah.
like,
This
we're screwed.
pistols this size that boom, there, there goes the building.
Exactly. We did. We had a bar fight once where a guy fired off a pistol and it just took the whole bar down on us. Like, thanks for that. And then our
Oh,
glitter
God.
boy literally wouldn't even leave the armor to go use the restroom because, like, that would expose him to potential death. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're just choosing your hell here, right? Like,
I played an android that didn't know that he was an android. He
that
had
I
like a
can see that.
Terminator, like a Terminator. They had a fleshy outside, and
Oh, gotcha.
he think he was a very strong regular human,
A squishy human.
not a squishy human, but
That
yeah.
does remind me. Yeah, yesterday I haven't opened it yet. I got my box in for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the revamp and the
oh,
transformational
nice.
book. So yeah, I need to look at those and see how they worked out. Kevin
Is
Simbita
is
has got
Palladium
some
still
fun.
a thing or no?
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. The Legion of Myth.
Yeah.
They interview them quite often, and yeah,
Every
Heathen
week,
Dog really loves Rift. So.
it seems
So
that every week the guy is there. Well, not
they did.
anymore. But
They
there was
did
a
call
time.
him out on something real. You remember the Palladium peel? Like
Mm.
any Palladium book, after a while, the acid coat on the book would start peeling off on the corners.
No.
Oh yeah, and you get this little flappy piece of like clear plastic where the acid cover would start coming off of the book.
Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty funny, and it's just because at the time that was the only way they could do it. And if you didn't put it on there, you'd smudge your book all to hell, because
Mm.
just touching it, you'd mess the ink up after the
Are they
heyday
still,
of
are they still publishing stuff or just?
they are, yeah.
What?
They had a hiccup. They did a mobile game.
Let
They
me
did a
just.
mobile game for Rift. And the guy that did it, and I think maybe their accountant, and I'm probably goobing the story up, but there was some embezzlement from them and it sort of dovetailed with that mobile project. And so between those two things, whether they were related or not, they had a time there where they were in some bad shape. But I think a lot of people, kind of rallied to them because, it's such a big part of everybody's childhood. And then they did some, they
Okay.
did some riffs,
I
supplements and stuff.
I still have my copy.
Look at that.
Trinity.
I've got the Aeon copy that has the little spiral bound in it.
And
Yeah. Is that spiral bound?
yes, Spiral Bound.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was an interesting binding. Yeah, that was an interesting binding.
And
You have the original one without the.
Yeah.
what?
Yours is still Aeon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No. Mine is Trinity.
Yeah, his is Trinity.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trinity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And do you remember this one?
Yes. Earth Dawn came back. I forget who publishes it now. I want to say it's Moon Designs, maybe. But yeah, they brought Earth Dawn back and made like a new. And I know people in the local area that are like swear by that game. They just adore Earth Dawn.
Yeah, I played a lot Earth Dawn and I liked it because at the time I was a fanatic about Shadowrun, so
Yeah,
Earth Dawn, yeah.
it's the prequel, or
Yeah.
is it the sequel?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be either.
Yeah,
So
but
was that a Faza game as well?
yeah, Faza game, yeah. And I also had but I sold. I Jesus. I now I had the boxed Star Trek game by Faza also.
Oh yes, I've got it somewhere, but I've got the box set of the Doctor Who on the shelf over here next to me,
Hmm.
and it's seen better days. But yeah, that was a fun game. But the boxed Star Trek came with the plans for the Enterprise and for a Klingon bird of prey or a
Yeah,
DS9, is that right, or
yeah.
D9, whatever it is. Yeah.
And it was several booklets, and one of them it
Yep.
was basically how to build a starship or a star
Yeah.
base and all
Oh
of that.
yeah, and it
Yeah,
had the every player could be
yeah,
part of the Starship Combat
yeah,
with their
yeah.
little control panels.
Yep.
That was a neat game. We played a lot of that. And we got into it too. Like we had a court martial. Like somebody did something in one session, and then the next session was him being court-martialed for it. And
Yeah.
oh, we were always getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Got rid of most of my old games. I don't.
I still have a few, but
I
I st-
sold them. I gave them away. I threw them away. Most of them.
You
Uh,
burned a few.
nah, probably. I don't know.
See,
Very
I'm
much.
so ticky about books. I'm like, I even books that are just garbage. I'm like, the only book I've ever thrown in anger was Murder on the Orient Express. When I got to the solution at the back, I'm like, you piece of trash! Like this violates every agreement silently made between reader and detective writer. You piece of trash. Of course, now no one can ever do that again, right? Or everyone will just say they're a cheater. But
I've recycled.
Agatha did a lot of that.
I've recycled a bunch of books.
oh
Bunch.
yeah, I also normally I give the books to the libraries, to the local
Yeah.
libraries.
I don't even do that. I just go to the recycle bin and put them there. Okay.
Oh man,
I'm saving the environment.
are you
I don't know. It's
from
supposed.
old from Cult Second Edition? Is that what?
I still have thought. I still have thought. No, but several things that were. I had no space in the shelves, so. And then we moved. Now we have more shelf space, but
Cult First
I
Edition
don't care.
has red and purple ink in it, right? Isn't it
The
Uh,
a three tone? I know it's
both
at least red and
uh,
black.
red and black, yeah, and I
yeah,
think also a little bit of white.
Oh yeah. White ink used as well.
I think it's white.
Maybe. I think they probably just designed the negative space to.
well, the cover is colored, but
Yeah.
the inside I think I only remember having some red, but
Yeah.
maybe something else.
I'm
But
I'm
black.
I'm probably misremembering the purple. White Wolf made a game. It was a great game. It was like Secrets of Sanasi or something. It was Secrets of some place, and it was basically a Final Fantasy like setting, right? Except it was a little more pulp. It was like pulp age type stuff,
Mm.
and it was a great book, but it had this like silver ink in the background, and it made reading the book literally hurt to do. After like a page or two, you would just hurt your eyes like to stare at
Well,
this thing.
second edition Cult was worse than that. It was unreadable. Absolutely, not everything, not the core book, but those source books, those
Yeah.
magic source books. They were absolutely.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. That had like the purple in it. It was
Uh,
something about a
yeah,
panther. It was something. There was some sort of story about someone summoning a panther or something, and it had
maybe you are thinking about one of the Conjurer guides.
It
Possibly.
could be.
Those
Yeah, it could
were
be.
really weird, and there were parts that you couldn't read them. The font and the background, everything was just for graphic design, but not to read
Yeah.
it. It wasn't made for it to be read.
So as people are making just choices about layout, please think of old eyes or even young eyes that have
And even
read a
more.
lot. Right. Yeah. Because, if you can't read it, we can't read it.
Some of those modern OSR books are also a little bit too artsy.
Yeah, I've got some Cepheus books where they put the little hexagon thing in the background, trying to give it some pizzazz.
Mm,
And it's the same color and weight as the text. And so
oh,
yeah, it's not a good move on their part. And I've
no,
I've
no.
asked the publisher, like, maybe you should make that a layer you can turn off if you're really married to it. But I can't imagine it prints any better than it looks on the screen, right?
Probably if it's the
Yeah.
same tone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's possible to be more fancy than you should be.
Yeah, just stay to black and white.
Shh, I
That was
like
good.
color.
That was good enough for every culture
Yeah,
up until like 20 minutes ago, and now,
I don't know. I like the books to have color.
yeah,
But
I like it when it's done well. Yeah, yeah.
weird.
Star Trek Adventures, I cannot read either because it's black
Yeah,
page
yeah.
and then like colored text, and yeah, that's really fatiguing on the eye. And
mm,
I've checked with other people, and they're like, yeah, I don't know why they did the LCARS thing, to make it like, oh, it's in universe. And I'm like, no, you were never supposed to read that stuff. That was the whole purpose. Yeah, is they would make it big if you were supposed to read it, and you weren't supposed to pay attention to any of the other stuff because it was like a ipsum lorem page, right?
but it's what a black page with colored letters.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
don't know if they
that's
if it's
terrible.
black paper or
No.
not. Yeah,
I don't know if it's just black. I think it's because of the colors mixed. Black,
yeah.
orange, some other
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just it's very messy and hard to read. And that game really, you really need to read it a couple of times to figure out what they're doing with the system.
Yeah,
And
the
consequently, I've never gotten very far with it.
the
I'm
2D
hoping,
fighting books are fucking weird,
yeah,
stupid.
I'm hoping that Dune is a little better. I was going to get back into it.
Dune is a little simpler than the others, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have their kind of story game version of the system. Not
yeah.
quite story game, but
Well, it's the lighter version, and
narrative.
they do something for intrigue that's kind of different, but yeah. Now I will say the free league system I really like, and that reading through the Blade Runner game, I'm like, this is a cool game, but it's one of those games where we would suck at it because you cannot. You need to be planning that stuff, right? Because you have to plan your downtime so you don't get burned out, and so
Yeah.
that you have those scenes where you're like, hanging out with your holographic girlfriend, or where you go drink and sing Tao and someone tries to shoot you in the head. And
Well,
so, yeah, it's really well done. But yeah,
well, from Free League, I have this Forbidden Land,
ooh, nice.
the box set.
So have you played it?
Yep,
And what do you think?
I like because it's very simple. It's easy. You can make the combat as simple or as complex as you want. Yeah, and the magic is also nice.
And they have Dragonbane too. And I'm like,
Yeah,
why do they
Dragonbane.
have
Yeah,
two fantasy games? Are they just different tones or whatnot?
they're different tones. Yeah,
Dragonbane looks fun. It's got the mallards in it. So I'm thinking this is more whimsical than Forbidden Lands, right?
and you also have the other one that it's in the 18th century. The
Oh, Vaesen.
yeah, Weissen. Yeah,
Yeah, Vaesen is got a very neat idea behind it. And I
We played that
wonder,
once, and I hated it.
yeah. We played with Manuel.
Yeah, that introductory adventure sucks.
oh, I've always been wary of the adventure in the back of the book, right? And it's kind of funny because now I have one, and I'm like, I wonder if people look at it like this adventure's trash. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But yeah, the Call of Cthulhu, the one in the back is more of a ghost story than anything else, right? And there's very very minimal mythos involvement, and it's because they're expecting to, kind of slow walk you into the mythos.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's not a good example of the game being played
Is
right.
Call of Cthulhu is still Chaosium?
Yes,
Okay.
yep. And
Unfortunately,
I haven't looked in the seventh edition, but I think every edition puts that in the back just because of tradition.
Hmm.
Tradition.
but
Da-da-da.
but now there are pronouns. You have to you
Right,
have to write the pronouns in your character sheet
right.
because
Well, they
Uh,
did that in the
uh,
20s.
really?
in 20s characters, yes.
No, no, no. It's the first one to have the pronouns on it on the character sheet was Invictus, which is set in Roman times. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because they were
Yeah,
big.
because Romans had pronouns. Yeah, of course.
Well, I think if you're gonna put gender, you should also have whether it's dative or not, and whether it's transitory, and yeah, like get all that
Yeah.
Latin in there, right?
Ah, God.
E pluribus unum.
Pendragon has what trans knights or whatever, or
Oh, does it?
women or women.
Really? Now?
At least women knights. There are women knights certainly. I'm not sure if about the trans, but probably I don't know.
I well, when I played, I don't know if I think there were some kind of rules, but it wasn't very advisable if you want to play a
Yeah.
women knight. You have to,
Cut
you
your
know,
dick, and then it would be a trans knight, a trans woman knight.
but nobody
No,
played.
you have to
No,
Mulan it, kind of, right?
no.
Well, if you remember, that really cute girl in Dragon Slayer was pretending to be a boy. But she was pretending to be a boy because her parents didn't want her to be offered to the dragon, right? Like she was doing it to dodge draft or to dodge, to dodge the draft for
Hmm.
Princess on the
I mean,
Pole.
yeah,
Not,
that's the
not.
kind of thing that could be made, pretending to be a man and something like that. But that's just
Yep, and she's like, I'm not a boy, and he's like, really? And she's like, you're Peter McNichol. Who are you to judge? And he's like, oh. But Peter McNichol redeemed himself in Ghostbusters 2 by playing Janusz, the greatest character ever in cinematic history. He gave me the most quotable line that I use at work all the time. Like, everything you are doing is bad. I want you to know this. He's my spirit animal. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
well, it's getting late here and no one's watching, so I think we should wrap this up.
All right. Well, it's been a
So
pleasure, gentlemen.
yeah, see you Sunday. Well.
yeah, Sunday.